Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, we in Bakhram Murtazaliev fever right now. Tim Shu got beat, and that was big because let's be real. Tim Shu was someone that we all thought was, basically the baddest guy at 154 pounds. And everybody, I don't know, I'm not checking out too much stuff right now, to be honest with you. I'm watching a lot of football right now. The season's getting hot. Things going on in the NFL right now. So I haven't really been watching too much of really the reactions of what's going on. I know the boxing world tends to, after someone gets beat, act like he wasn't good in the first place and stuff like that. But if you've been watching long enough and watching yourself, you make up your own opinion. Tim Shu, it was a good fighter. Tim Shu was the kind of fighter that at least we had somebody who wasn't scared of people. He only got a little tad bit funny when it came to him and Fundura fighting and who they were going to fight after, because that fight was sanctioned with the winner having to fight Terence Crawford, and they both got a little funny. Fundura worse, because he started acting like, after beating Tim Shu, even under those circumstances with the cut, started acting like he was bigger than Terence Crawford. Stuff like that, A-side talk and stuff like that. So, it's kind of funny. But other than that, Tim Shu seemed like he wanted to fight everybody. Even when he was losing this fight, being knocked out and hurt real bad, he was still throwing hard shots, trying to hurt that guy, still coming forward, to his detriment. I think he's going to learn from this fight, and use some other attributes and whatever. And but Tim Shu, people talking about he can't come back, he's finished, and he was exposed and stuff like that. I don't know, man. Every time somebody lose, they're exposed. You know what I'm saying? People fight 10 years, then lose a fight, and we talk about they exposed. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I'm going that far. Whatever, man. He got beat. I think what got exposed is Murtazaliev is all that in a bag of chips. A lot of times, that's what happens, especially to arrogant people who talk boxing all the time, but don't really find out about boxers, especially if they come from Eastern European, don't find out. When it really shows me when people are like that is when they talk about Alexander Usyk, right? Alexander Usyk, he's not all this, or he's getting overrated, stuff like that, right? That's when I know, yeah, okay. Because you don't know the names, you probably just start finding out that Usyk beat Joshua, or Usyk beat, Chisora, or Witherspoon, or stuff that he's beaten in the heavyweight division. And will just throw away what he did in the cruiserweight division. Because you don't know who Marius Briedis is, right? And how awesome he is. Or Marek Gassiev, who he is, how hard he punches. Or even Marco Huck. Marco Huck was probably a little bit on the downside when he was beaten by Usyk, but Marco Huck is a cruiserweight legend, almost, damn near. You know what I'm saying? The people he beat and then beating them at their house. So I'm like, yeah, well, these, people just be talking. Or listening to somebody else and not making your own opinion. So that can happen, you know what I'm saying? So people, didn't really know what Murtazaliev was, had Tim Shu as a 7-1 favorite against somebody, but that just shows you, can't take it back now. Tim Shu was 7-1 against someone that talented. That means what we were thinking about Tim Shu. So Tim Shu was beaten, and hey, Murtazaliev is the man. But let me get to my point. Bam. I talk about Negro League fighters all the time. Y'all know, I run them down to you, for a few years now. And I'm not sure how long back I've been talking about Negro League fighters. Heavyweight division was Louis the Real King Kong Ortiz. Wasn't getting fought. No, everybody knew he was awesome. They wouldn't fight him even though he was old as Methuselah. Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Never get the credit he deserved, right? Michael Hunter, what would say to a lesser extent Michael Hunter, but even right now, Michael Hunter, look at what's going on. Martin Bacoli is the beast. Everybody avoiding Martin Bacoli. I bet you Michael Hunter's not. He's already stopped that guy. Little as he is, that's how talented he is. He can get up for a fight. Against fighters who are not that great, then he'll just be marginal. But Michael Hunter is a damn good fighter. Ask the people who spar with him all the time. That's all he can really get is good sparring. He can't get no good fights. So you got him, and I would say all the way to the cruiserweight and the light heavyweight division, there is no Negro Leagues popping off there. Those are Eastern Europeans, and they running it, basically. I just mentioned the cruiserweight weights and the light heavyweight. What we're talking about, who's the biggest fight was just now. You know what I'm saying? Better Beterbiev and Bivol. And who else? Vucic, before he, took off, became a lawyer, and then said, forget it, came back, and, even gave Benavidez a pretty good fight after years off. So, that was there. So I would go to middleweight, and I would say, well, that was Demetrius Andrade, to a lesser extent to Charlo. Not leaving middleweight there, but Demetrius Andrade, the much maligned fighter, one of the biggest tragedies in the sport in the last decade. Totally awesome. Got a dude out here, Canelo, who won't fight him. Won't give him the opportunity. We got the nerve to be paying for people to watch Canelo, but won't pay for somebody that's way more talented. So you have that going off. Then I would go down to the welterweight and tell you Terence Crawford. That's been years. Still Terence Crawford. And I would say not really Errol Spence, because Errol Spence had the luxury of fighting after the Olympics and getting 6 million viewers to watch him, and he kept the residue of those viewers who saw Errol Spence and liked what they saw, kept following the guy, rightfully so. But Terence Crawford been doing awesome things his whole career and been, maligned, hasn't been getting the love he's supposed to get. So when I would go down after that, all the way to the lightweight division, and I would say Devin Haney, right? I say Devin Haney. I'm saying Shakur Stevenson is on his way to becoming one, a Negro League fighter. And I mention him. Now I go all the way down to my boy Taz, Guillermo Rigondeaux. Those are Negro League fighters. And Negro League fighters mean fighters who are more awesome than they get credit for. The only one that's in there that's not a Negro is Alexander Usyk. But he's probably out of it now because he's getting his props. So, Terence Crawford and Devin Haney, as we speak, are looking pretty goddamn good right about now. Right? They are. Devin Haney, was cheated, hit with a left hook by Ryan Garcia on all the dope known demand. People talking to Devin Haney like he shouldn't sue, he's soft, he shouldn't do this, he shouldn't do that. Never gave him props for going to get undisputed. The guy's the youngest undisputed champion of all time. Ryan Garcia didn't fight him when he could have fought him when Ryan Garcia was his mandatory, and fought him full of dope and missed weight. And we talking to Devin Haney. He's been hit with left hook. So was Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu was hit with a left hook. Now, up until now, Mutazaliev ain't been doped. Right? Tim Tszyu, no, he kept getting up too, didn't he? But he was stopped. Devin Haney stayed up and made that fight a close fight. I'm just saying. And I told you guys before in videos, no one looks at the fight like, damn, Devin Haney's resilient. Damn, man, that dude is a hero. Except me, because that's what he is to me. He's a legend and a hero. Somebody had to cheat to beat him, and he still made that fight a close fight. That's awesome, right? Looking really good right about now. And Terence Crawford, right? Looking damn good right now, right? Terence Crawford went in there, first time at 154, and beat the baddest one in Madrimov. Now, what's going to happen? Madrimov going to fight somebody and show you how awesome Terence Crawford is. Now, I'm going to just tell you, it's just awesome. Now, here's something that I'm going to say, though. It ain't no automatic thing Terence Crawford going to become undisputed in this weight division. Them some big, bad dudes up there. You know what I'm saying? Mutazaliev ain't going to be easy. Madrimov, we saw, wasn't easy. Tszyu, well, we didn't think he was going to be easy. Him and Fundura. Fundura's just 6'6", so that's just easy. And can't be easy just because he's 6'6". At some point, he's going to stand up straight and stop bending down, letting people hit him. At some point. Let's just talk about it like we just from the street. We ain't got to be boxing connoisseurs and experts. Damn it, you 6'6". Stand straight up and jab somebody and stop getting in there and getting hit. Somebody going to probably tell him to do that against Crawford. It's not going to be easy to become undisputed. But let me just make sure this is clear. If Terence Crawford becomes undisputed in this division, GOAT, period. Because he's done GOAT things already. And the fact of how people are avoiding him also is GOAT things. Right? There go things. There's a lot of things going on. Terence Crawford was told that he was running from Troyanowski. We forget that until Julius Ndungo went and beat Troyanowski. Then Terence Crawford goes and beats Julius Ndungo, but he was told he wasn't going to beat Troyanowski. He was told he wasn't going to beat Victor Postal. People was talking smack that he'd fight Sean Porter. You scared to fight him. You know, it's a lot of fighters that he was told he was scared to fight and he wasn't supposed to fight, and, you know, that he wasn't going to win against these fighters. I go way back to Bryce Prescott. That fight was on short notice, and he was pushed in there because somebody got hurt or something like that. He wasn't supposed to beat no Bryce Prescott, right? You know, it's some things, man. This guy has been doing some things to come out of all of that 2-division undisputed and could have been 3-division already because he was the baddest one at lightweight. This dude is really theoretically trying to go to this 4th weight class and become undisputed. That's what you're seeing right now. And these guys are much maligned. You know what I'm saying? And that's because boxing is BTBG. But look, right about now, just enjoy the ride. Let the people hate, but you focus. You're watching greatness with Devin Haney, the one who's suing somebody who's cheating. You're with him because he's undisputed. Everybody can't say that. There's only a few people saying that. Devin Haney is undisputed. And the youngest one ever, going way onto the southern hemisphere to do it for a little bit of money to make sure that he's great. And he's gotten beat before now by a dope guy, which means it don't count. Because if it counts, then damn it, Lance Armstrong, the best cycler we've seen. Marion Jones, awesome as hell. Ben Johnson beat Carl Lewis. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else that cheated, just reinstate them then. Either you cheated or you didn't. So if you cheated, it don't count. Period. So Devin Haney's still running things. And Terence Crawford's the baddest dude we watching right now, trying to attain GOAT status. Do y'all understand what that means? The baddest one ever. That's the kind of stuff he's trying to do. Get the hell out the way and let him. Doma Sports Talk worldwide. And let's enjoy the ride. We up out of here.